Welcome back to Let's Play Command&Conquer Red Alert, and we are onto the last mission of the Deadly War campaign set in Turkey. There's an I missing, an E missing. Germany is simply called A, but there's a letter missing, my friends. So let's start this. The world is ours, comrade. The world is ours. I think there's another letter missing, an L. How. But there's still one country not under our control. It's Turkey. There's the letter. Capture and secure a small outpost, then destroy the capital of Turkey. Ankara must fall. Good luck if you are successful. We have the largest empire in the history of the world. Good hunting. Here's the outpost.
Have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
All right.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready and
Quite
waiting.
a few. Why I have the save state? I started the mission a moment ago, and well, it went off. I made the save state, and mission failed because of nothing. I assume the helicopters weren't landing soon enough, and the PC recognized that I have no units. And failed the mission for me, but that didn't happen this time, so let's move on here.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Pretty sure the first thing we must do is
Awaiting orders.
eliminating
Reporting.
these
At once.
AA guns.
Acknowledge. Well.
Beat him up.
Acknowledge. At once. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Reporting. Very well.
Good.
Reinforcements have
Reporting.
arrived.
Agreed. Reporting. At once.
I think these are the engineers we need.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Affirmative. Reporting. Very well.
Getting quite a few of them.
Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
But there are also a lot of buildings to capture.
Acknowledge.
And we're even getting a
Yes, sir. Agreed.
harvester via heli trans. Well,
At once. Reporting.
I doubt that would fit in there.
Waiting for affirmative. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Engineering affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
So let's shoot up this turret.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Alright,
Acknowledged. Waiting
now
order.
let's get in
Waiting orders. Reporting.
and capture these buildings.
Mission saved.
We want every one of it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. One. Very well.
Engineering affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building number one. Actually, let's use an engineer to repair this.
Affirmative.
We are quite low on money.
Wait. Very well.
Yes, affirmative.
Report. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I don't
Yes, sir.
want to
Yes, sir.
waste any more credits in repairing these buildings.
Yes, affirmative.
Report. Agreed.
Yes, affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
Alright,
Building.
Yes, sir. At once.
so let's
On hold.
get
Cancel.
one
Yes, sir.
ore truck, and I think the rest will be tanks.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Agreed.
Let's test something. I want
At
to
once.
capture this radar dome and also the barracks. Maybe we can build thieves.
Reporting. At once. Yes, sir.
Engineering affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering affirmative.
Building. Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Whew, that was close.
Options.
This little soldier threw me off a bit.
Affirmative.
Can we build thieves? No, sadly we cannot.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. At once. Yes, affirmative.
And now light tanks are invading.
At once.
Yes. Affirmative.
Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge. Very well. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Comrade, awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Luckily I know where the ore field in this area is located. But it's quite far away.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. At once.
Maybe it would have been smarter to
Engineering.
pursuage some more tanks
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
instead of going for the harvester. Destroy Ankara and all Turkey forces.
Yes, affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Building.
Okay, let's go for more tanks.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Sadly, we cannot purchase a mechanic.
Acknowledged.
He would have been very handy to have.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Affirmative.
They are the enemy harvesters and we're gonna snatch these
Yes, sir.
diamonds.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting
Get
orders.
all of these
Waiting
diamonds, or at least as much as we can carry.
Reporting. Comrade, acknowledged.
First on my to conquer list is the base up in the northern right, I think, as there are the enemy harvesters.
Awaiting
And
orders.
yes, we need more money. This income is rather slow at the time, meantime.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Come on, get out of here.
Waiting order.
Well,
Yes, sir.
he hadn't got a chance.
Engineering.
We need these engineers as well to capture the northern base, northern east base. Sadly, we cannot sell some of these concrete walls. There's an outpost to the north, and I think the civilian city of Ankara is to the south. There's also a little outpost down to the bottom right.
Building.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
We keep on investing in some medium tanks for now.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
As I think there are quite a few turrets in our way.
Insufficient funds. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade, acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
I would love to have a medic for
Ready
these
and waiting.
soldiers,
Ready and
but
waiting.
well, a medic is quite expensive.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Well, let's actually save the mission
Mission
and
saved.
see if these bunch of tanks are
Yes,
enough.
sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
You
Affirmative.
get all
sir.
the diamonds you can
Acknowledged.
carry.
Yes, sir.
If we're gonna make a
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
long way to here, I will Want to get as much out of it as possible.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Let's keep this tank here just to defend.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Let's hope these tanks are enough.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, where are the turrets?
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Keep out of
Acknowledged.
range for now.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Could
Acknowledged.
even run in.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
let's just destroy the turrets on one side.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Then simply run in.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
You're not defending your base properly. I will exploit it.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Now only to look out
Affirmative.
to not get our engineers squashed.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Yes.
Okay, now walk through.
Yes.
Oh, and move out of the way. No. Ugh. He got one.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Awaiting
Now let's get some of these refineries.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Report acknowledged.
Okay, next one.
Report.
He's also come with a nice money boost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering.
Waiting
Affirmative.
affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Next refinery.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, low power, but
Unit
we don't
ready.
need power if we have money.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes.
Also, we can get another,
Affirmative.
not another, but a construction yard.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Affirmative.
sir. Affirmative.
What are you
Yes, sir.
doing?
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Look at all these enemy harvesters that are just
Yes, sir.
standing here.
Acknowledged.
Construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Now at first we should focus on getting some power up.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Good.
Building.
These attacks are going nowhere.
Primary building selected. Training.
Let's also take over these power plants.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
This is my base now.
Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Training. Unit
Also
ready.
get a few
Training.
scapegoats for the turrets
Unit
down
ready.
below.
Training. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Now mow down these harvesters.
Affirmative.
This went very well.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
At once.
Construction complete.
Vehicle
Construction
reporting.
options.
Acknowledged.
Should give us access to...
Training.
Yes!
Comrade.
Mechanics.
Comrade. At once.
Building.
Agreed. Of course. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Of course.
Insufficient.
Affirmative.
These
At
tanks
once.
should be enough to take care of these turrets. And of course they are attacking the tanks instead of the soldiers.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright.
Affirmative.
Threat dealt with.
I hear you. Awaiting orders. Waiting for
You can get to work.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Are you really going down all this way to here?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's sell this refinery.
Structure sold.
Just to prevent our harvesters from getting all the way over the map to this location.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged.
We've got a more efficient route now.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
You guys are stacked.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Huh? Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged. Reporting.
Alright. Now we should be able to simply
Ready and waiting.
clever up all remaining forces of Turkey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Waiting yes, sir.
Building.
Just wait for the mechanic to finish up his work.
Affirmative.
Should be all.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting at once. Yes, sir.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack. Primary building selected.
Oh, they're getting reinforcements
Yes, sir.
from
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
up here.
Waiting on
Unit
affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Where are the pillboxes? There they are.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
To be another repair bay.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
So much for that.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Down here should be another
Affirmative.
outpost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, here it is.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Even got a gap generator.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Can we build a tech center? No, we cannot.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
And this seems to be the place where they get the
Building.
ranger reinforcement.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay, this space should be a goner.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
think next we go south to destroy Ankara.
Yes, sir.
This tank should be enough.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Actually, let's keep a few tanks
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes,
If
sir.
that ranger pops up
Unit
again.
ready. Building. Primary building selected.
I could use another mechanic down here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay, let's see.
Affirmative.
Oh, they've got heavy tanks here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Not that they make a difference.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Right.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Split up and destroy all the buildings.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Awaiting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Then all that's left is that outpost to the north.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle
Building.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting comrade. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle
More
report.
tanks,
Yes,
more
sir.
targets to be
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
destroyed down
Waiting
here.
for- Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Everything at once.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
for acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, this should soon be everything.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledge. Acknowledge. Waiting
Only
for
a few
acknowledge.
buildings to the left remaining.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Alright, area cleared.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Let's save and go for the last section of the area.
Report acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, you guys chose the wrong place to be.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Right, let's go in.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Pillbox.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
This doesn't seem too
Affirmative. Affirmative.
well defended.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Everything you got is pillboxes. You will have a bad time against my medium tanks.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
One rocket soldier.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
That won't be enough.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Okay.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
He's down.
Acknowledge.
And these should be the last buildings.
Affirmative.
The start of this mission was a bit tricky, but After you get the resources to the top right, pretty much falls into place. And the last few power plants. Come on. What? Ugh.
Waiting order.
Of course.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
At least he's standing still now. Wait for your execution, my friend.
Mission accomplished.
Good. No building lost. Alright, next up we start the Flame Dancers Genesis campaign. As I said, this should be quite hard, at least a few missions of it. Until then, have a nice day.